Yes, the regime has already started the violence and abductions have already started. We've seen also activists who are against the 2030 extension for Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa also being abducted. This comes when the EU has just announced that it has actually removed sanctions against Zimbabwe. But what we must underscore that Zimbabwe is still in a similar position than what it was in 2000. And if I must underscore, it is now in a worse position because we've got a president who planned in his bedroom to change the constitution of the country. And this same president does not want Zimbabweans to actually critique this idea. Already, the Constitution Defenders Forum member was abducted already, and the leader of that forum has already commented, as well as the forum on their pages. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. In fact, let me begin by a post that was posted an hour ago by the Constitution Defenders Forum. It says, "Urgent alert, CDF member abducted, tortured and seized from hospital." The Constitution Defenders Forum wishes to alert the nation and the international community to a shocking escalation of repression against our members. Yesterday evening, is Bade Gore of Glenora, one of the 3 CDF members who conducted a peaceful walkabout in CDF regalia over the weekend, was abducted from his home by several armed men driving a black Ford Raptor. When the armed men first arrived at his residence, Bade was not at home as he had gone to the shops. They violently assaulted his brother while demanding to know his whereabouts. Bade arrived during this assault and was immediately seized, blindfolded, and taken to an unknown location. He was severely beaten and interrogated about CDF convener, Honorable Tilai, and the organization's strategy to resist the unconstitutional 2030 agenda. His captures demanded to know, 1, who was behind the recent CDF press conference, 2, which democratic forces are working with CDF, 3, what the CDF leadership structure will look like after the launch, 4, when CDF is launching, 5, why members were mobilizing at Machipisa shopping center in CDF regalia, 6, who was funding CDF. During the torture, Bade alleges that his legs were deliberately run over once with their vehicle. He also sustained a suspected broken hand and other serious injuries, including his back. They were beating using sticks. After hours of abuse, he was dumped at the City Sports Center around 7 p.m. With the assistance of a well-wisher. He contacted his family and proceeded to Glenora police station, where a report was filed. He was issued with a medical request form and taken to a local hospital for urgent treatment. Tragically, before doctors could complete their medical assessment or inform the results of his x-rays, a team of armed, uniformed, and plainclothes officers identifying themselves as members from Machipisa police station stormed the hospital around 2 a.m. They refused to wait for medical procedures to be finalized and forcibly removed him from the hospital. And CDF team followed the 3 police vehicles until they arrived at Machipisa police station. This coordinated pattern of abduction, torture, and rearrest demonstrates that CDF is now under siege. The regime, recalled by a mere press conference conducted by our convener, Honorable Tendai Biti, and unseckled by his attendance at the burial of national hero comrade Blessed Runesugeza, has resorted to intimidation and brutality to silence constitutional voices. Let it be known, CDF's mission is peaceful, CDF's mission is constitutional, CDF's mission is democratic. Will not be intimidated, will not be silenced, will not abandon the Constitution of Zimbabwe. To the world, take note. To the people of Zimbabwe, remain vigilant. This is not deterred. The struggle to defend the Constitution continues. And also, Tendai Biti has issued a statement a few hours ago where he says, "We condemn in the strongest of terms the use of violence and terror tactics against any citizen. We condemn this tired, systematic, and systemic use of force, torture, abductions, and assault that have been used by the regime over the years. The assault on CDF member Gore is unacceptable. It is the constitutional right of every citizen to hold an opinion, to hold alternative views. Citizens reject constitutional amendment number, I think it must number 3 of 2026. We reject the overthrow and coup d'etat against the Constitution. It is our constitutional right to peacefully defend that institution. We therefore refused to be cowed or intimidated." So this is what has taken place today, whereby ZANU-PF thugs have already begun to actually intimidate the members of the CDF. Obviously, I saw that coming. The press briefing that was done by Tendai Biti was a moving press briefing, and also it portrayed him, I think, as a leader who will fill in the gap that Blessed Geza has left vacant, and he filled in that gap. He was thunderous, and obviously the regime is shivering. And I mean, without second guessing, Mnangagwa is already thinking that Tendai Biti, since war veterans attended the event of the CDF and they are seemingly part of the CDF, and apart from that, Tendai Biti's attendance of Blessed Geza burial, and also indicating that they will not actually abandon the vision of Blessed Geza. They will continue to step in the shoes of Blessed Geza. Now, to Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa, and most probably to the Central Intelligence Organization, they are desperate to try and link Tendai Biti now with retired General Chiwenga and other military generals. They are also interested in knowing who are the leaders, as the tortured men indicated, interrogating him. They are scared on who are the leaders, who is behind Tendai Biti, where is he getting the funding, because the press briefing looked very, very organized. It was like an organization that has been existing for years. Everyone was on t-shirts. There were banners, very expensive banners. It was well organized, to say the least. It was like when Tendai Biti was the Secretary General of MDC, you could sense organization in everything that he was doing, and that on its own sent a clear message to Emerson Mnangagwa. He is afraid what actually has been lacking in Zimbabwe, especially since the demise of Blessed Geza, is a leader that can stand up and fill in the shoes of Blessed Geza. And Tendai Biti seems to have actually positioned himself as well as the CDF, and he is unambiguous in terms of actually projecting the narrative that was put across by Blessed Geza. So it's as good as they tried to get Blessed Geza out of the picture through rituals or whatever mechanisms or methods that they used. But it appears Blessed Geza's spirit is back now through Tendai Biti. And this is why you see them resorting to violence, targeting members of the CDF. And the intention is clear. It is to squeeze out, try and squeeze out information on actually individuals associated with Tendai Biti. So Mnangagwa is panicking. He is afraid. I must underscore that he is afraid of a united people. He is definitely panicking to see Zimbabweans that are united, and to see a leader who is actually ready to unite Zimbabweans. Tendai Biti has made it quite clear that he is ready to fill up the shoes of Blessed Geza. That is why they are going after the CDF. And I think it must be protected by all Zimbabweans. This time around, when one of us is actually attacked, let us be a nation at once and defend each other. That is the plea. Let's just join hands. A lot of strange things happening across Zimbabwe as we are waking up in the morning. I've already predicted that these days going onwards, if you shivered during the days of Blessed Geza, it's going to be worse now. Mnangagwa has begun his old tricks. He's a very, very evil man. Just imagine driving a vehicle on top of the legs of a human being. What kind of these dogs? Are these human beings or they are dogs? Masquerading as secret services, because normal secret services of a country, they protect the citizens. I mean, their duty is to protect also the citizens, apart from protecting the one man, a selfish man or a selfish family in Zimbabwe that wants it and it alone to enjoy the resources of Zimbabwe. So violence has begun, ZANU-PF has begun abductions, and we expected this, but it is only the people of Zimbabwe who can actually protect each other. It's high time people rise up and actually put a stop to this. They are not more than us. Central Intelligence, those in military supporting Mnangagwa police, they are not more than Zimbabweans. It's high time Zimbabweans stand up. Otherwise, if we keep on speaking in certain corners and groups, it's easy to be targeted. But if Zimbabweans stand up and say enough is enough, we say no to actually unconstitutional erasing of the 2013 constitution. This weak and tired Emerson Mnangagwa can actually go within a second. Quite bad news that are coming to Zimbabwe. And to start with, one of the citizens has been abducted by these monsters, and they are refusing to allow him to be assessed by the doctors as well as to be attended to. That is typical of Mnangagwa, a murderer, actually an experienced killer, a heartless, humanizer, and all aspects of a bad person. That is typical of the character of Emerson Mnangagwa. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. I think people should not give up because of this. It's high time people unite and fight against this regime. An injury to one of us is an injury to all of us.